The storm desk. Read the storm, book the roofs. You sent the storm blast. The dashboard says 40% opened it and you feel good. Then the weekends and the phone never rang, so you stare at one big green number and guess what went wrong. By the end of this, you'll know the 5 email numbers that tell you whether email is booking roofs and the order to read them in, not one vanity number. 5 gates a single email passes through. Most roofing advice hands you the prettiest gauge on the panel. It's also the one that's bent. Start with the frame. One email passes through 5 gates in order. Did it land? Did the subject earn an open? Did the offer earn a click? Did the click become a roofing job? Can you still reach the inbox next month? Each gate has one metric. A failure at an early gate makes every later number meaningless. There's no point reading click rate when half your list bounced. So read the gates in order and fix the earliest broken one first. Gate 1 is delivery and bounce. Delivery rate is the share of sent mail the inbox provider accepted. Bounce rate is the share it rejected. A great campaign sent to dead addresses is just a great campaign nobody saw. 2 kinds of bounce. A hard bounce is permanent. A dead address, suppress it forever. A soft bounce is temporary, a full inbox or a server hiccup. A clean, permission-based roofing list should bounce in the low single digits, often under 2%. When it jumps to 8 or 15, that's a list problem. Read bounce by segment, never as one blended number. A maintenance list, a past customer list, and a 4-year-old unsold estimate list bounce at wildly different rates. The blend looks fine, while one rotten segment burns reputation for everyone next to it. So track the source of every contact you import. The address you never verified is the one that bounces. A smaller list of valid local homeowners outperforms a swollen one every time, because the swollen list poisons inbox placement for the good addresses beside the dead ones. Gate 2 is open rate, and here's the bent gauge. Open rate is the share of delivered mail that registered in open. For 2 decades, it was the headline number. Then Apple turned on mail privacy protection. Apple Mail now preloads your tracking pixel, whether or not a human ever read the message, which inflates opens across a big slice of your list. Reported open rates have drifted into the high 30s and 40s, while real reading barely moved. So the industry shifted its trust to click-to-open rate. Judge subjects purely on opens, and you're reading a bent gauge. Don't throw open rate out. Use it like a thermometer that reads a few degrees high. Useful for comparison, useless as an absolute. Compare like for like inside your own account. Storm follow-ups against storm follow-ups. Never a residential storm alert against a commercial newsletter. Where it still earns its keep is subject line testing. Same audience, same offer, 2 subjects. Both are inflated the same way, so the higher one really did earn more curiosity. That comparison survives. The absolute number does not. Gate 3 is the click, and it's the honest one. A click is a human doing something deliberate. Click rate is clicks divided by delivered mail, the whole campaign end to end. Click to open rate is clicks divided by opens, and that's the one experienced marketers trust. It strips out the subject and deliverability noise and measures one thing. Of the people who opened, how many found a reason to act? Even if opens are partly fake, dividing by them keeps your own campaign-to-campaign comparison clean. For a roofer, lean on click to open. The biggest click killer in roofing email is the everything newsletter. 10 links, a financing banner, 3 service blurbs, a photo gallery, a review ask, all in one send. A reader can't act on 10 things, so most act on nothing, and you can't tell which link mattered. Give every campaign one primary action, and make it obvious. A secondary link is fine. 5 competing primaries is not. The single action email is also the only one you can read, because the top clicked link tells you instantly whether the message landed. Gate 4 is the only metric that pays, and it isn't on your email platform at all. Conversion is the bridge from someone clicked to someone became a job. A booked inspection, an estimate, a signed contract, a paid invoice. Your tool will happily report a beautiful click rate while the phone stays silent. You connect email to outcomes with UTM tags, the little campaign labels on your links. Google Analytics reads them and tells you which sent the visitor. Pick one naming pattern and never break it. Or 3 people tag one campaign 3 ways, and your reports won't add up. Now, the roofing-specific blind spot. A huge share of your customers click the email, scan the landing page on a phone, and then call instead of filling out a form. Count only form submissions, and you'll badly undercount email and maybe kill a campaign that was working. So put a track phone number on the landing page, train whoever answers, to ask how did you hear about us today and watch call volume around send dates. A spike 2 days after a storm follow-up is email doing its job even when the form sat empty. Don't credit email for everything either. The path is usually multi-touch. Gate 5 is sender health, and it protects all the others. If your domain reputation collapses, it doesn't matter how good your subject lines are. Your mail lands in spam or gets rejected, including the booking confirmations your customers expect. 2 numbers here. Unsubscribes are not the enemy. The danger is the same person hitting report spam instead, because a complaint hurts your reputation and an unsubscribe mostly doesn't. So an easy unsubscribe link is an asset, not a leak. The number to fear is the spam complaint rate. Google and Yahoo's bulk sender rules set a hard ceiling. Keep it under 0.3% and treat anything over 0.1 as the danger zone. The rules underneath all of this changed in 2024 and got enforced hard through 2025. If you send any real volume, especially a storm blast that crosses roughly 5,000 messages a day to one provider, these aren't best practices, they're requirements. Authenticate your domain with SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, the 3 records that prove the mail came from you. Offer a one-click unsubscribe and honor opt-outs within 2 days. Cross the complaint line on a stale list, and you poison the domain every future email rides on. Now diagnose by walking the gates in order, and a symptom tells you where to look. High bounce, low delivery is a list and authentication problem, so fix the source and the records before you touch the copy. Normal delivery, low opens points at the subject, the sender name, or list fatigue. Good opens, weak clicks means message mismatch, so sharpen the call to action. Good clicks, weak conversions is a landing page or office problem, and that's where most roofing email money leaks. Rising complaints means stop. Don't send more email to fix a reputation problem. Your highest converting email isn't to a stranger. It's a past customer whose roof is now a decade older, or an old, unsold estimate that quietly aged into a real need. The whole game is targeting. Emailing a homeowner whose roof you replaced 2 years ago is annoying. Emailing one whose roof is now 18 to 22 years old in a ZIP that took 2 hail events is a useful nudge. Here's where RoofPredict fits. It pairs an estimated roof age range with storm history modeled per home to score which roofs in your own book are actually due. It does not send your email or manage deliverability. Roof age is a planning range, not an exact date. It tells you who to re-engage. The send is still yours. Close the loop. 5 gates. Read in order. Did it land? Did the subject earn the open? Did the offer earn the click? Did the click become a job? Can you still reach the inbox next month? Open rate is a bent gauge, so trust click to open. Conversion is the only number that pays, so tag every link and count the calls. Sender health protects all of it, so guard the 0.3 line. The dashboard doesn't book roofs. The right number, read in order, tells you what to fix next.